Hi everybody, welcome back to Hannah's Decodes. I hope you've all been well. Sorry I missed last week. I had a big week helping family out, so I was kind of needed a little bit of a rest and didn't have time to get a video done. But today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I've tuned in with Creator again and asked about the Atlas, a three-eye atlas, which is considered to be, some scientists say it's an asteroid, some scientists say it's sort of an intelligent, moving alien body in the way out in space. So I thought I would tune in with Creator and just see what the responses I got. And I asked Creator in the beginning, is this an alien spaceship, or is it some kind of asteroid, organic asteroid? And I got the response, it's an alien craft. And so I'll go on and just read the responses. So it's kind of I think, yeah, everyone has to tune in to their own feeling about it, because I know with news and mainstream media we can be told one thing and it's not quite right, or the information is slightly obscured, or it might be opposite. So who knows? In my experience anyway. So I asked, is it a craft? And yes, it is a craft. And I was asked, could you tell me something about the craft? And the craft, or the asteroid, has been described as huge, and we'll talk about it as a craft because that's what I'm tuning in on. Is huge and bigger than originally thought. I think they're saying it's bigger than Manhattan, and so Creator's saying it's bigger than that. And I said, what about the beings or the aliens within the craft? Can you tell me about that? And this was quite interesting because it didn't really go into specifics about what they are or who they are and what their intentions are, but how it reflects on us. And I got the aliens hold a key to understanding something about ourselves, yourselves, as a collective. Their foreignness and lack of human qualities will unite people and countries and shine a light on your best qualities. So I assume that's kind of like our compassion and loving kindness. So I just thought, and when I got this response, I didn't feel like we're united as humanity because we're in fear or war. It just gives us a I don't know what the word is. It gives us a reason to unite, and sort of almost wakes us up to our idea that we're all one and connected as humanity. And I said, are they dangerous? And the response was, they could be if they choose to be. There is something about the collective coming together that dissipates any threats. So that I really got the feeling that they're not dangerous, but they're so foreign. It's good to tune into your gut feeling about them and be wary of them. And yes, and like I was listening to Tarot by Janine and Mark Atwood having a conversation about it, and they were saying that they're sort of, they don't register, let's be their friends and unite and be lovey-dovey. So I got the same feeling, like they're not in that sort of mindset or emotional construct that we have of let's collaborate or be their friends. They're so foreign. It's good just to be observant and tune into your gut feeling about them. So I said, after all of this, that the idea that we come together as a collective and sort of step up a little bit in our ideas of humanity and who we are. I said, I'm feeling this as a spiritual uniting that dampens any threat from these aliens. So that was just my feeling about it. I said, would you describe the aliens as bad? And I kind of knew when I asked this that if creator and the aliens are part of this creative force, he's not going to say, yeah, they're bad, or the creator's not going to say they're bad. No, just different because of their alien qualities. So I said, to me, it feels like humanity and these aliens are the opposing spectrums of our experience as humans. And the response was, yes, this will highlight your humanity. It's also a shift in your education about being a part of a broader collection of experiences. And I really got the feeling that a broader collection of experiences was this broader collection within the human collective. Because we obviously recognize we aren't alone, and our world is more complicated and more expansive than we know, or than we thought. So I said this about the spiritual upgrade, and the reply was, yes, it's a big jump. I said, it feels positive, ? To creator. And the reply was, this is up to you. And I said, I'm sensing our response to this has choices, fear or open awareness and curiosity. So yes, so our individual response to it and our collective response can make this knowing or awareness of them a positive thing and like an upgrade, or we can get into a lot of fear, and it may not be as positive. And I also think it will be interesting to see how the media, I think that this craft is meant to be coming around the sun in November or December. So it'll be interesting to see how the media responds to that, and if it's just an asteroid or if it's a craft that we have to be aware of, because in some of there's been quite different portrayals and information about this craft, and some people are describing it as an asteroid. And there have been some articles in different media about how it could be alien life, they could be here to attack us and all that kind of stuff. So, it depends what rabbit hole you want to go down, or what, or how you want to interpret this information. And that's that thing of tuning into your own intuition and your own gut feeling, and having boundaries, I think, for information that doesn't resonate, and boundaries for these beings' energy as well. So that kind of, I think, is important in my view. So that's what I got on that. I thought it was a bit of a nice, interesting, fascinating change of subject and something to tune into. And I know there'll be a lot of people that say, oh, look, it's an asteroid, forget it. But tune into it and perhaps have a conversation with your connection with Source, God, Creator, and see what conversation you come back with, or information that would be interesting to know. So I think that's it, and I will see you next week, and thank you for watching. And if you'd like to, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Bye.